What's good, YouTube? Certainly the Thanksgiving feast, and welcome to the house. I purposely lost weight to gain it back during the holidays, and I have at least 7 pounds of food in me from the last 24 hours. So if I'm slow or sluggish, it happens. But what comes after gluttony? It's greed. Black Friday has absolutely wrecked the market. 10% bonus bucks back on TCG player to everybody. Hooray! eBay taking over hasn't completely destroyed this, and subscribers get a bonus 15% back. Exactly what I said should happen on these kind of sales. Unlike the one where they're like, oh yeah, on all product. No, it's on everything, and that is awesome. And like we said, greed is going to kick things off. This was actually a buyout right before Black Friday. They could have waited and got something back, but I guess they didn't want to. And now the Pot of Greed actually has a sale around what the pot collection actually goes for, like what you could buy it for from Konami. But it is the star of the show because a lot of these ultra parallels that you can only get here in that rarity also ended up in the rarity collection and a ton of different rarities, which still is competition to the singles themselves. So, quarter century Pot of Greed, definitely kind of the draw. Now, there's figures, but you also could get the figures exactly the same in OCG land. It's the English cards that are different here that are going to define the American set for sure. So, there's probably a surplus of these pot collection figures you could even import from the OCG. So, they're not going to do the best themselves. Even though we've been so thirsty for stuff like that in the TCG, they already existed. Team Samurai X1's mystery box is up at $6.9. Nice. And you can use code What'sGood10 for 10% off on top. I know it's usually code What'sGood5, but we're going to throw some curveballs today. And I think it looks amazing. Boomer win support. Oh, let's go. Well, I really do like the playmat. I like the Genzo. I want the Genzo or BLS. Field Center, the DMG is the chase, and the Field Centers also can be upgraded into chases. So, what your money gets you, here is the guarantee. You get a playmat with a chance of an upgrade, a Field Center 1 out of 7 with a chance of an upgrade as well. There's multiple different gacha versions there. There's sleeves, dice, and that's why this is one of the only mystery boxes I will promote. That's already at 70 and 10% off to support both channels when you use code What'sGood10. But then we also have a realistic chance at actually pulling chase cards. It's 1 out of 100, so that's still going to be less likely by far than more likely to get it. But you have the actual odds of seeing DDS Blue Eyes, first edition MFC DMG, play sets of quarter century rares that are very popular, SP Little Knight quarter century rare. So there are really cool cards that people are actually gonna get. And Sam last year, I think, did something extra for the people who posted on social media so people could see, hey, these are actually out there. I got 3. I didn't get any of the chases. So it's not like he's just sending them to creators who promote this either. I wish. Actually, all I wanted was one of each Field Center, which I did end up getting. He actually sent those to me. I was like, I want one of each, Sam. So this year, I want Genzo and BLS, Sam. But yeah, again, code What'sGood10 for 10% off works on these, and that's why this is one of the only mystery bundles I'll support, is because the inside contents outside of the cards already get you there. Worth it, and it's free shipping when you, I believe, get to $100 even, and you actually get a free mystery deck box if you spend $300. He has sleeves on the website, playmats on the website, and actually, the code works on the playmats for Black Friday as well, like this, Black Rose playmat that looks pretty darn good. So it's very easy to get your cart to 100 and make it worth that free shipping, because I think on the mystery box it's like $30 shipping, and you might as well just add something else to your cart. Age of Overlord has plenty going on here, and I want to say with Black Friday, King's Sarcophagus quarter century rare is going up, but the sealed itself is what's really pushing as well. A lot of people were saying they wanted to wait for Black Friday, even on the sealed, and you can see it is starting to press up towards $80 a box very, very quickly. And it does feel like, under maybe certain star-studded sets like Rise of the Duelists, but I feel like this set is really up there in the conversation with some of the best modern sets. You have the staple, you have a good archetype, actually a good engine along with a good archetype. So I feel like this might be a little underestimated, and there's such a freeze market on collectibles right now. A lot of things are down in price, so how this is performing is very, very good. Also, Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils, we just talked about this bottoming out, and a lot of people waited for today, look at this, to end up picking these up, and it has skyrocketed through the day for the single. It was all the way down to 62, and now you're looking at the lowest being 73. Also, another sponsored shout out. Ophidian has playmats with code What's Good 25 for 25% off. And if you get the new Poly playmat here, Champion 2-player cloth playmat, he also gets supported directly for each sale. So you can go ahead and look through the classic designs on here. They have a ton of different options on how the playmat will come out, stitched, unstitched. You have velvet, suede, so many different options on the playmat, and very affordable. They have the new One Piece as well, but I love the classics like the dragon rulers here, or the dolls. Oh, look at that. You got the DM era boomers, and then you got Construct. It looks so creepy and so awesome. Again, code What's Good 25 for 25% off. And when you do get that champion playmat, you support Polly, who probably could use it during this time. He got banned for the most ridiculous reason, but will be back in time, hopefully reinstated for another Worlds competition. I believe he still keeps his invite for Worlds. I really hope he does. Now, the 25th anniversary collection boxes are continuing to stunk, but through Black Friday, a lot of the singles have ended up going up. Infinite Impermanence here, respiking after it had just started to cool, and I'm sure you can see the sales rate through the day. I know Ash Blossom has absolutely crazy amounts selling. Yeah, here we go. It's still all through today. Oh my goodness. I hadn't clicked this yet. So 2 clicks to actually go through the amounts of sales rates, and Ash Blossom, a lot of people have been waiting for this one. It's not actually skyrocketed in price too terribly, but it does go up insanely quickly depending on the seller you are getting from. And actual sales, 190, people are buying at that 188. I also had not clicked on this yet. I know, professional market tuber here. And you can see at the beginning of the days, they were starting 145, 150. So people want full playsets of these, and they go quick. Infinite Impermanence also ultimate rare respiking. So Rarity Collection had crashed a ton of other prices on the rarities that were going to end up being kind of rewaved, but not everybody took a shining to the new ultimate rare from the OCGA. So a lot of people went back and got this through the day, and it has spiked $60 almost, with just one holding the line at 140. So yeah, the ultimate rare Imperm on the rebound, with people saying, yeah, I'll take this over a quarter century secret rare. But quarter century secret rares have really been spiking through the day. IP Masquerena, to note, has already been going up, and you can see multiple sold today as well after not for about a week. And here they go at 215 at this point, and they do raise very quickly towards 250. And Battles of Legend itself has had a lot of quarter century rares, secret rares that we've talked about actually going. Like, look at this, super polymerization up, terraforming up over time. Labyrinth over the big welcome labyrinth. No, welcome labyrinth. I always start to, when names are so similar, just combine them in my head at times. But all of these are so up in price, with Masquerena and Dark Arm Dragon being 2 of the newest ones to really go burr. This was at like $50 and under, and now you can see 120 plus on Dark Arm Dragon. A ton of people wanted the Centurions for cheap, but you're not going to get them for pennies. A lot of big dollars spent today on them, and very low quantities left on these. Like, look at this, 9 listings. It is actually painful to watch this set because people just don't want to rip it open, even at these prices. Chasing after 3.5-ish of each, ultra per case, 12-box case, is not worth it even at these prices. So Centurions are kind of going to boil in price most likely for a little bit, as long as they keep getting hyped by the community. We have Luluwal Lilith here going up, and it's a couple branded things. Starlight's getting targeted, etc. during the day, but this was already spiking before today. But what did sell is a couple of these, it's Starlight rares, not quarter century secret rares. I always have to pause. I'm like, I want to say quarter century secret rare so bad, but it didn't start till Doom. Yeah, you can see it actually coming back up through the day, where it was pretty much at an all-time low down towards 90, and now it's back in the triple-digit mark. Branded Fusion here also starting to curl back up towards $35 when its low was around $28, $29. But nothing is helping Duelist Nexus if you just want something cheap to open and hope for a quarter century secret rare, with half of the quarter century secret rares in the set being worth it. But you're at a 1 out of 3 boxes, I believe, or 1 out of 4 on actually seeing a quarter century secret rare. I think it's 1 out of 3, but I'd have to go check. And yeah, look at this. It's been nothing but down, and now people are selling them as low as 37 a box, 40 a box. It is crazy. But again, with loose boxes, people can try to go through the cases, map the cases, bust into them, and try to sell the rest. So you do never know with loose boxes, and that is one of the modern worries. But 37 a box and bonus bucks back, it almost just seems like a fun gift to get somebody and act like you're balling. Like, I got you a whole booster box for Christmas. On the cheap, for real. And then on the figure review, Ami has the YCS Japan acrylic stands and wall scrolls for Labyrinth, as well as the Ray figure up at just $112-ish. But remember, they won't charge you till the order is due, and the price of the yen is like at a very long time low versus the US dollar. So if that changes, they don't charge you till the order, and international shipping is a separate fee when shopping from Ami. I was going to say shopping and shipping at the same time. I'm getting my words together. I'm not food drunk. Yes, I am. But seriously, the YCS Japan stuff being on here is freaking awesome and pretty darn cheap at just 1,800 yen a piece. I believe that's like $11. Yeah, 12. And that's pretty good. But again, the order won't be charged until it's due to ship, and then shipping will be on top. Acrylic stands, super small, super tiny. I think shipping, even if you max out 3 of each, should be like $26 to $32 at speed DHL or EMS, which is like 5-day shipping. But again, that can change, and these are pretty awesome just to see available, shipped to the US, easy on a website. It's just complicated at once you first get your bearings, and when you learn it, I use this site almost monthly. No codes, no sponsorships for once. But again, wrapping back around to that, Team Samurai X1's mystery boxes, code What's Good 10 for 10% off, and to support both channels directly, and the playmats if you just want to get your card up towards 100 for that free shipping, as well as Ophidian doing code What's Good 25 for 25% off, and you know, also supporting a world champion who probably could use it right now. Just a little pick-me-up smile, and seeing people use that mat at locals. Representation of him at locals is kind of a cool thought when Konami really, I feel like, overreached on policy there. Thank you for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversation, and I promise to be less food drunk and back to full workouts and out of leftovers by next Market Watch.